All right, we're live here with you. First softball game of the season.
I think this means spring, right?
Got Coach Dunker alongside.
Feels good to be back.
That's right.
Get through all the hiccups. It's like the start of volleyball again.
Yes, it is.
Broadcasting voice is back, although you really haven't quit much.
I've been after it, yeah. First one up to bat, that's going to be Allison Woods. As we get set up here.
Kind of a neat setup we have going on out here in left field.
Yeah, we're gone out here where the home run balls are coming. Wind's blowing out today.
I would love to catch a home run ball.
I'm thinking about putting down because I can see it landing on top up here.
Wouldn't that be a story? Shatters your back window.
That would be a bummer, especially with my wife here. That's going to be strike one. She's got a 1-1 count. As we make sure everything's working.
What do you think the fence is here? Oh, it says 215 over there. I wonder if it's 215 all the way around.
I would say usually softball fields are right there in that 2 to 210.
It's a good thing I wasn't playing. I'd be spending a lot of time outside the fence.
Yeah. Yeah, in foul territory. That one there is going to be hit down the line, fouled off. That might be on top of the dugout. It's going to be right behind it.
That is one thing nice about being out here. Unless there is a ball hit well, we don't have to worry about getting hit this year.
No, it'll be nice, yeah. It's not like at home where we're set up off the side there.
Have to rely on the crowd to try to catch some of the foul balls.
That's right. 2-2 count to Allison. And that one's going to be hit up the middle.
Yep, it's going to be 2 bases, maybe 3. Allison's
maybe
quick.
3. She's on her way to third anyway. They're going to cut it off. And that throw's going to be off the mark. She'll be standing up at 3. And we know that camera is tough to see down there at third base. The fence is just blowing so hard.
Nice little triple to start the season. That's a sign for good things to come.
It's a great hit.
That ball just kept rolling and rolling in the grass. I didn't think it was too well hit up the middle, but got past the second baseman's glove, and the center fielder kind of missed the angle on it. And Allison's on third. Brings Brinley McQuay up to bat, where she will take ball 1 in the dirt. I think that one bounced about 3 feet in front of home plate. 1-0 count here. Western's first game of the season. I would assume West Hancock's first game too, unless they played yesterday.
I believe it is. And of course now our second baseman's lined up right in the way.
It's not funny how that works. A swing and strike 1 on McQuay.
What do you got, a 1-1 count?
Got 1 ball, 1 strike with Woods on third. Next pitch is in there, and it's outside for ball 2. Now, a lot of people say 3-1's the best hitters count in baseball, softball. I think it's 2-1.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
That one's going to be hit right at us.
Should do the job, though. Woods is going to tag, and she's going to score relatively easily. Wildcats are on the board first. 1-0 off the sac fly from McQuay. That brings in Rachel McMullen, starting her senior season off. Of course, the Illinois Springfield. Is it a Silver Streak? Silver Star. I'm thinking of Galesburg. Silver Star.
Yeah, I believe so.
The UIS commit, Rachel McMullen. She takes ball 1 low, below the knees. If there's somebody who hasn't quit swinging a bat since last season, though, it would be McMullen.
Man, that one's going to be hit to the shortstop. And a high throw, Jaden Clymer over there.
Nice job by Clymer there to adjust, come down, and step on the base.
And we've got 2 down.
Brings Brooklyn Stolte up to bat. She'll be playing first this evening. Does this count as this evening? I used to say this evening a lot during volleyball, but it's still the afternoon, right? This afternoon.
It is this afternoon.
1-0 Wildcats, top 1 here in Hamilton. As you said, out in the sticks.
Yeah, we are just really tucked in back here.
The wind still found its way to whistle.
I hope it settles off here. that ball 2?
Yeah, ball 2. Ball
Trying
2
to get
low.
caught up on my scoreboard here.
And then, who's on the mound for West Hancock again?
For West Hancock. I mean, why do you got to ask these questions? I think it's going to be. I've got it all here. I can tell you that. Lauren Stevenson.
Stevenson's been working low in the zone. He's rolled a couple in so far. Wonder how much wind the mics are picking up.
I am sure that everybody can hear that it's windy here. That one's going to be fouled off.
It's onto the baseball field.
And I think it might have been just short. It's right there in the gap, I believe.
I'm guessing this is where they play their. I don't know if this. Surely,
I think
Warsaw
so.
has a baseball and softball field too. I'd say.
I've only been to this one.
Really?
But so on the IHSA website, when I Googled it looking for who I needed to call, I actually contacted the athletic director at Warsaw. But that one's going to be hit right up the middle by Stolte. That'll be a single for her. And that'll bring in Emma Dixon.
One non-relevant point I'm going to make now. I think the team should have maybe coordinated better on what jerseys we're wearing today. Black on black. The only one really standing out are Coach Reneker and Coach Motley. Dixon will be at second base tonight. She fouls off the first pitch. 1-0 lead for the Wildcats off the Woods triple and McQuay's sac fly. Next pitch in there is, I think they're going to call that one upstairs.
2-1 count? Sound right to you?
1-1
One
count, I
count.
believe.
Okay, good. See, that's how much I'm paying attention. I'm doing Tyler's job, who's not with us right now.
Busy setting up for the board.
He is. He'll be there. That one's going to be dribbled over the shortstop. She'll come up throwing, get her at first, and that's how we're going to end the first half of the inning. We will be back with you right after this. All right, we're back with you here. Trying to get everything to connect. Always a challenge.
Can never go smooth. Let's go around the diamond real quick. McMullen catching for the Wildcats. Stolte at first. Dixon at second. McQuay at short. Westfall at third. Bareyes in left. Reneker in center. Woods in right. And then Lauren White's on the mound. A place she was awfully familiar with last year. Spent a lot of time there.
Look at my little graphic.
Wow, I didn't even need to say all that.
I was just a little late getting it together. We are going to have to adjust that outfield camera here in just a few minutes to get a better angle, obviously, since second basemen seem to be right in our way.
In the way. I guarantee you, right wherever you move it, that's where they're going to stand next.
I think so.
I have no idea what the count is. I think it's 2-2.
We'll go with that.
It was, in fact, 2-2. Oh, it was 1-2. Well, taken away from Lauren.
Well, that'll be one down.
Really like to see White pump a lot of strikes this year. That'd
Yeah.
be, I mean, when she was throwing strikes last year, she was tough to hit. Think back to that game in Beardstown last year where it felt like she threw about 200 pitches. McCollum catches that foul bunt attempt. 2 down quickly for the Lady Wildcats. Who does that bring into the batter's box for us?
Well, batting third, that's what I was just looking at. I think that's going to be Lauren Stevenson.
I'm asking you to do a million things while I'm just sitting over here twiddling with my thumbs. Strike one in there, swinging strike one. You know, I will tell you, it feels nice calling a sport where I actually know what all this stuff means. And
What you're doing.
Not a dig or something, but that's going to be ball one, up and away. Funny enough, we started the volleyball season up in this area too, didn't we, in Warsaw?
We did.
Strike 2 there. I think White's got about 4 swings and misses and through 3 batters.
And she'll strike her out, and we'll head to the top of the second. We'll see if our commercials decide they want to work this time. If not, we'll be right back with you.
Coming back now, Reneker bloops that one to right for the first hit of her high school career. I'm sure she'll have plenty of those to go along with a lot of strikeouts.
I am sure that brings up Lauren White.
I'm going to say she committed to that bunt, but on the passed ball, Reneker advances to second. Another runner in scoring position with nobody out for the Wildcats. Is that Lauren White in the batter's box, you said?
Yeah. Yes, and she's going to offer at that one as well. It'll be strike 2.
0-2 count on White, the 7th hitter in the lineup tonight. The foul ball over the first base crowd. Count stays 0-2. White batting, Reneker on second, Stevenson in the circle. Bar eyes on deck. Reneker coaching first, Motley coaching third. How far can I go?
Man, you're doing great.
Just go down the whole.
I can't
whole
believe you can
dugout.
see it all from here.
I'm young.
I didn't even know what my own kid looked like. That would be low for ball 1.
You know, I'm still holding out hope that we're so good at this today. The NCAA tournament calls us and asks if we want to do one of their games.
Oh, they're not going to appreciate our camera placement out here in center field.
It's going to be strike 3 on White. She offers it a pitch outside of the zone. You can see she extended her arms and didn't get a full swing on it.
All right, that'll bring in Alyssa Bar Eyes to bat.
That's just neat.
Well, I mean, we've had that technology here the whole time. It's just getting everything to work, you know.
Your dedication to it's unmatched. Yeah, I mean, you were supposed to originally have a tech guy working with you.
Yeah, we had a tech guy.
And then the tech guy isn't there anymore.
Oh, he's still here. I called him mid-inning.
Well, who are you talking about? I was talking about Evan Earhart.
That's going to be flown out to first. And Reneker will remain at second.
You can't discredit Bar Ice for not running that one out. She got the first. I think she might have thought it bounced. She was a little surprised when Coach Reneker told her that it was caught. See, Patterson can drive Reneker in here. Don't want to leave a duck on the pond with nobody out and in scoring position. 2 down now. See the string of freshmen that you became pretty familiar with during volleyball season for the Lady Wildcats. Reneker led off the inning. Bar Eyes and Patterson.
That one's going to be in there, strike 1. And like you say, Stevenson really staying low.
Yes, lived down there. I don't know if she's really missed high, maybe more than 1 or 2 times today.
I believe so. If they've been high, they've been high, and they've been a ball. Patterson's going to foul that one off down the right field line.
She has induced a lot of weak contact. I don't really think Western's barreled any of them up yet. Even Woods' triple kind of just dribbled out into the outfield and found a good hole, and Reneker kind of blooped into right. A lot of foul balls to the right side. Maybe the most solid contact was McQuay's fly out to right, just right at somebody.
Yeah.
Patterson takes that one low. Reneker gets a really good second lead out there every pitch. She's halfway to third. Catcher has to run her back. There's one of those up in the zone.
Yeah.
Too high.
And pretty close. Good take there from Pays.
What do we have for a count here?
2-2, I believe.
Dude, that's a tough one to take. 2-2. Props to.
Again, that was that's Tyler's job also, knowing the count.
He's failed at that. That was about the same pitch. Paisley chases that one, and the Wildcats will strand Reneker.
All right, we are going to pause the stream, we think, and if this doesn't work, we're going to load back on a new stream. We're going to be back with you here in just a second, we hope. You're in.
You were waiting for me to say.
Just waiting for you to start talking.
Start to say something important.
Yeah.
Kind of letting me have the lead when it comes to the top of the inning.
There's a
much appreciated compared to when you might throw one on me in other sports.
We're in the bottom of the second.
It is the bottom of the second. Game's moving pretty quick here.
And it'll be Bailey Montgomery, number 11, up to bat for the Titans.
One thing about it, at least the wind isn't blowing the dust out here. The dirt from the infield. Ground ball foul to the left
To
of
the
third
left.
base.
Yeah, it's to the
I was
left.
thinking from Briley's perspective.
Hey, you did good. Nobody's
You know,
judging.
sometimes I kind of get the right and left confused. I had somebody go up to my board the other day, and I said, "Hey, can you turn that button off to your left?" And they held both hands up, and then they turned the board off. That pitch is low from White. I'm gonna need to get one of those little clickers that the umpires have to
keep track.
I actually have one in my car, and I might run and grab it here between innings.
Man, look at you. Did you use umpire?
I dabbled in it. I still dabble in it. I'm not the best, or I'd be doing it right now. That ball's fouled off the backstop. Kind of like you can ask. I don't think you know that I'm a Wyra volleyball official. You can ask Quincy and West Central about that.
That's nice.
I only blew 3 calls in 2 sets.
How'd it go for you?
I will not be doing it again.
Okay. Not very well.
That's why I stick to the mic.
Yeah, I agree.
One's upstairs, and I think we have a full count.
You think we do?
There's a 3-1. We're gonna have to.
We're not real sure on this one. That's the disadvantage of sitting out here. Although we do have
Game changer,
which we will have momentarily, and that will help.
Now I'm gonna say that was not a 3.
No, and I had them for a 2-2 count over here on the computer.
And see, that's.
But I was not real
correct.
confident. That's usually when I ask Tyler.
Is Chris Dewar out there in a bucket hat or a cowboy hat? I can't really tell.
That one's going to be high, ball 4.
We're gonna say a cowboy hat.
And that'll bring up Cammie Montgomery.
I thought you were just gonna call her Cammie the way you paused.
Nope.
Runner on first, nobody out for the Lady Titans. Pitch misses up again. White's messed up here a couple times in a row. Good thing we aren't relying on numbers because it's difficult to see the.
They might have got her there at first. That's
close.
pretty close throw.
It's hard to see our numbers on the back of our jerseys. Good thing we know.
It is
They
hard.
are.
These black jerseys are tough.
That was real close, real close. McMullen will probably, I would guess, get about 5 of those this year at least.
Any idea what the count is now?
I'm not going to comment on that.
We're going to show bunt. She'll pull back in there for a strike.
I was thinking maybe 2-1.
And you are correct, I think, although he held his fingers up backwards. But I heard him say 2-1.
You could hear that?
Yeah.
Wow.
That one will be fouled off. That one might make it into the baseball field. Makes it a 2-2 count. Runner on first. Montgomery up to bat.
You know, if Western still had its own baseball program, I would almost reckon that they'd be playing side by side right now.
We've done that a time or two. Like Camp Point has a good setup.
I kind of like when that happens. Never get bored watching.
White gonna
hit her.
Hit her right in the back.
And Lauren does not throw softly, so that one probably stung a little bit.
Yeah. And she goes down. I think she's okay.
It's going to be a stinger, though. At least it's not
For sure.
20 degrees out. And those ones hurt a little more. First and second, nobody out now for the Lady Titans, threatening here. With Western leading 1-0. The Lady Titans are still hitless on the evening, though. White has walked a batter and now hit a batter. See if she can recollect herself here. The umpire giving the hit Montgomery a little time. Okay, I should have said the wounded Montgomery. Darn it. We'll save that one. All 26 of you remember later in the season, I will say wounded.
That one's in there for a strike, and
for a second there, I was a little worried.
Is that where it's
you would have found a new broadcast partner if that was the case.
you would have had.
I would have
straight home.
I would have left.
I would have packed your chair up for you.
Thanks, I appreciate that. It means a lot. And because we were horsing around, actually, you have game changer. I don't have to worry about saying the count anymore.
Yeah, I believe it's a 1-1 count. That one's going to be fouled off.
We've seen about 15 foul balls to the right, 1 foul ball to the left.
Which is a bummer for us because if somebody gets a hold of one, we are right center,
The
wind blowing in our face.
You are correct on that one. The wind is blowing out, though, if somebody does. Ka-thump one.
That one there looked pretty good. It's going to be a strikeout for Lauren White.
Her third of the evening, afternoon. What do we have so far? 3 hits for the Lady Wildcats. Looks to be correct.
I believe so. I'm going to go move a camera.
I wish you the best in your endeavors. 1 down. That first pitch is high. First and second for the Lady Titans. Western leads 1-0. Here in lovely Hamilton, Illinois. Next pitch is high as well. McMullen's going to walk the runners back to the base, and she'll toss that back to White. She readies herself again. It's the call in for McMullen, who I believe calls her own game. Rachel McMullen, that is. Pretty impressive feat for a high school catcher. That pitch is low, a 3-0 count now. White has struggled a bit with command here in the bottom of the second. She had no problem with it in the first. That pitch is in there. West Hancock appeared to be taking all the way. 3-1 count here. Swing and strike 2, counts full. White went down 3-0 to start. She has got it back to a full count. See if maybe a little hit and run opportunity here from West Hancock. Obviously, not hit and run's not the correct word there, but pitch is low for ball 4, so that didn't matter.
Ball gets away from Briley down there at third. She recovers.
That was right there. I think that could have gone either way. Maybe, probably the correct call from the umpire, but who am I to judge? 215 feet away in right field.
Well, that's true.
Bases juiced here for the Lady Titans. Another one high from White. White's missed high for the most part today, while Stevenson has missed low. The dueling pitchers today. That one is now low on cue. 2-0 count here. Nowhere to put her either. That's an issue that White's going to have to crack. And I know her positional players would love to help her. That gets to the backstop. Away from McMullen. Every runner's going to advance, and West Hancock will tie it at 1 here in the bottom of the second. Still no hits for the Lady Titans, but they have second and third with 1 out and a run now. Both the runs have kind of been scored off some small ball.
Yeah.
Sack fly and then a wild pitch.
Yeah, good leadoff triple for Allison Woods. And other than that, we've seen a couple little hits here from Western, but
haven't been able to string them together.
And like you say, West Hancock's still looking for their first hit.
Yep, and that's going to be ball 4.
4-pitch walk.
See if we might see a mound visit here. I think White's lost a little bit of command, but they're going to trust her here. Kind of one of those things you do here early in the season. Let them figure it out themselves, and something, maybe if this was a regional game, you're probably not letting her figure it out too long. Pitch is right down Main Street, strike 1. Again, bases are loaded for the Lady Titans. We are tied at 1 here in the bottom of the second inning.
That one's going to get away from McMullen to the backstop, and another one scores.
It's going to be 2 runs off wild pitches here for West Hancock. McMullen did everything she could to get in front of that one, but
Yeah, and she's pretty good back there. So
yeah,
she's
I
not
would
going to
say
let
pretty good might be putting it.
Yeah,
gingerly.
I'm trying to be modest here. Definitely one of the better in the whole area.
There's another one in there. Brings the count to 1-2. I thought.
I believe so. I think it's just that's going to be a second behind or 2.
Yeah, there it is. 1-2.
1 out.
There's a strikeout. It seems like White's either walking them or striking them out. There's really no her positional players might be getting a little bored. There's one thing we know about Lauren: when she's on, she is tough to hit.
And that's going to bring top of the lineup.
Ducks on the pond here, similar to Western had runners in scoring position with 2 outs. They couldn't capitalize. We'll see if West Hancock can. It's another swing and miss from White. She's got good swing and miss stuff. Count sits at 1-1. She fires the next one in there. That's a strike. I thought they might call that one a bit inside. It is not. 1-2 here. White looking to get out and minimize the damage. She readies herself. Wind up the pitch, and it's fouled off the backstop. Her runners on second and third with 2 outs. Another 1-2 pitch. That one's high, and that's going to find its way to the backstop as well. And we're going to see another run come in on a wild pitch. A lot of self-inflicted wounds here so far from the Lady Cats in the bottom of the second inning. They trail 3-1 with West Hancock still hitless. White's going to get the strikeout there to cap off the bottom of the second, but West Hancock answers with 3 runs, and they'll take a 3-1 lead heading into the top of the third.
This broadcast powered by Tiger Hawk Technologies, empowering your business with reliable IT solutions.
Drake's Steak and Ale in Hannibal is the ultimate destination for steak lovers, serving the best tender, juicy fillets and hearty, savory ribeyes. Our talented chefs will prepare each entree to your liking. We offer an extensive menu and a full-service bar for your enjoyment. We also offer catering service for corporate events, weddings, or intimate gatherings. Come dine with us. Our hours are Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 8, Friday, 11 to 9, and Saturday, 2 to 9.
Top 3, Western back to bat. Woods leads off the top of the Lady Wildcats lineup here. She shows bunt and attempts at strike 1. I believe that's Western's 3rd bunt attempt of the afternoon, and they've yet to connect with a single one. Stevenson has really settled in after the first. She gave up a couple hits in the second, but when she needed to throw strikes, she did. That's off the end of Woods' bat. First baseman Clymer's going to have room. She catches that one going towards the Wildcats dugout, 1 away here. Brings McQuay back to the box. She is responsible for the lone Wildcats RBI of the game on that sac fly to right field. Pushes McMullen on to the on-deck circle, and you would love to have a runner on base for her.
Yes.
McQuay takes ball 1 outside. And let it be known, whenever I say outside, up, down, in, left, right, over, whatever, I'm taking a guess because we are 215 feet away. She's going to look at that one.
That was a good-looking pitch.
You think it was?
It looked good from here. I'm actually watching the video.
I have sunglasses on, so I can't do that.
And I've taken mine off.
1-1 count here. Top 3. West Hancock leads 3-1. That pitch is low. It skips into the glove of the catcher. And apologies for the lack of names on my end. That's nothing new, as you guys all know. I'm guessing a lot of you guys are not new to our broadcast.
Yeah, Montgomery. I think it was a Montgomery that was a catcher.
That sounds right. McQuay kind of tomahawks that one. That's going to be trouble, though, and it's going to get down right in front of the center fielder. Short. She's going to end up at second base there, sliding in, feet first.
And just like you said, that's what you want to see with McMullen coming up to bat.
Give her a runner in scoring position. She likes to capitalize. That's one of those where you could tell that's going to get down. The shortstop's running out, left and center are converging, and I don't think anybody ever really had a good read on it. And it almost looked like, as I said during it, she kind of tomahawked it out there. And it got down, though. All's well that ends well. Our center fielder looks to be a little slow coming back.
Yeah, she took a pretty hard dive there. She is shaken up. They're going to take a look at her as the umpire calls for a coach.
Quite a hard hit here, and it looks like they have a trainer on staff, so that could be very helpful here. All we're missing is a cart for the coach and the trainer to ride out on.
That would be nice, wouldn't
You'll see them do that sometimes in the MLB.
Yeah. That's a long ways out there in a baseball field.
I thought you were going to say it's a long ways from Hamilton to an MLB field.
It's a long ways from Hamilton to everything. At least I feel like.
I think it really, one thing about it being up here kind of really puts into perspective how West Hancock being as good as they were in basketball this year makes it neat to see with kind of a rural area, and they competed their butts off in 2A this year. You knew I'd make it to basketball eventually.
I was waiting.
This. Yeah, I could keep going, and they fell to Pleasant Plains in the regional final. Have a little. Don't see the first baseman going to talk to the left fielder too often, but that's what we have going on here. I'd call the trainer about 6'4" or so. He's a pretty tall fella. Let's see if he's got a little pep in his step to jog off. I think we're just going to get a walk, though.
Yeah, I think good slow walk.
It's like when you see in the MLB, the pitching coach comes out and takes the slow walk, giving the reliever time to get warm. I think we should have started it with him walking. If Rachel could have hit him, it would have been worth a home run. All right, the reset you here. West Hancock leading 3-1 in the top of the third. McQuay's double. She sits at second. Brings McMullen into bat with one out here in the top of the third. How many times can I say third in one sentence?
You're doing good.
Is that pitch called a ball?
It was. At least I had it for a ball. That one's low.
That was an off-speed pitch, maybe a changeup that never had a chance. Two-0 count here. McMullen up to bat. She watches ball three. You might have to point out to me on where these balls and strikes are on the screen now.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them either.
That seems could be a problem, I have a feeling. She watches the fourth pitch of the AB, and therefore a strike. 3-1 here, and she's going to take a ball 4 low. First and second for Western, brings in Brooklyn Stolte. She singled, I believe, to right center in her first at bat. I know she singled. I think it was to right center. Is that check out?
I've got her to right
You're
center.
You're over there running a scorebook like it's the 1990s for a softball game.
Yeah. I'm on top of things over here, at least for our team.
And we don't have any stats questions that we need to ask. I feel like I'm a pretty good encyclopedia when it comes to this sport.
Yeah, we know what we've got going.
With that said, Devin, if Devin's listening, he's going to be on standby. That's strike one in there on Stolte. Her senior campaign, she played first base just about every inning, I would say, last year for the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah.
She was a mainstay.
That one's going to be a drive to center field.
Lines that up. They're going to send McQuay. She's going to score with these. The center fielder has trouble with it. The throw home's going to allow McMullen and Stolte to go to second and third. That's a mental mistake there out of West Hancock.
Yeah,
that's got
to hit the cutoff. Yeah, they had no chance of getting her at home.
I think she was already halfway home by the time the center fielder even cleanly fielded the ball. So Western answers right back with a run of their own, and they're still threatening second and third here in the top of the third. That brings in Dixon, who I believe grounded out her first trip, maybe?
I believe you're right.
You guys all probably listen. I think we have a bunch of papers in front of us telling us that.
We have
no,
nothing.
That's not the case. I have nothing in my hands. So that's going to be a pass ball. McMullen's going to score, and it evens the score up at 3. Stolte also advances to third on the play. See if Dixon could take advantage here of a runner on third with less than one out. Anything hit to the outfield should score Stolte, I would assume.
I would think so.
Although if you saw her running to practice the other day, you might disagree. It looked like a wounded deer running from first to second. This is one of those situations where I knew not knowing the count would be a problem. I believe it's 1-0.
I believe so, yes.
Just the first pitch. Oh, and that's, no, what a break there for Western. As if the third baseman would have turned, she would have tagged Brooklyn out. She was in no man's land. Nothing Brooklyn could do about it either. She just reacted to the ball off the bat, and it was a one bounce. Clean play out of the third baseman, though. Any type of bobble, Dixon might just beat that out and maybe makes things interesting.
2 down. That'll bring up Reneker. And she singled her first time up out there to right center.
Western is 1 for 3 on the evening so far with runners in scoring position. Probably a good person to have up here.
That one's going to get away.
Gonna get away. As you said, Brooklyn head first home. She's safe.
Ooh.
Must have gotten under the tag. I think the ball beat her there, but she avoided the tag. And a 4-3 lead now for Western. Very close play. One of those where I would have loved to argue from all the way out here if that wasn't the case. We had probably the worst view of anybody at the entire park. Except maybe the people in center field. See what Reneker can do now. That's a strike in there. 1-1 maybe?
I believe so.
Sophie belts one. That's going to bounce off the top of the wall. One hops it. Reneker into second. They're going to send her. She's going all the way to third. Sophie's going to be in there with ease, standing up.
Stand up triple.
Western's second triple of the season. Sophie put a swing on that one.
Yes, she did.
Had to stand up to make sure that one wasn't going to exit the yard. And she just wanted to make extra sure that, those wild pitch runs were going to count.
She should get RBIs for those.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Now to bring up Lauren White, and she's going to hit one to
Another
left
one.
center, and that rolls to the fence.
Send her to third. See how many people we can get at third. They're going to send her. This one's going to be closer, though. The throw, White dives head first. She's in. The third triple of the evening for Western.
Great
They lead
slide.
5-3 here. Keep the parade going. Bar Eyes up to the plate now. Put some good swings on the balls.
Yeah.
That's our third one. That's
Very
second
good.
one that's touched the fence. I don't think Allison's made it all the way. Got close. Can Western take advantage again? Add to that 3-5 lead. It feels like every run's going to be important today. West Hancock's proved to be a quality foe so far through 2 2/3 of an inning. Bar Ice takes that one on the inside corner. Catcher dares White back to third, and she will. Bar Eyes blooped out to first her first plate appearance. If she could put the ball on the ground, she has a good chance to beat it out. She'll take that one upstairs. It's about 2 times as tall as she is. 1-1 count. Top of the third. Western leads 5-3. They've responded with West Hancock's 3-run second inning with 4 of their own here in the top of the third. Bar is ahead of that one.
She's going to have to watch the ball. I think she was looking at us.
I'm not looking at much right now with how bright the sun is coming into my
very bright.
eyes. 1-2 count. She fouls that one off again to the first base dugout. Been busy over there. Count remains 1-2. Umpire bats away at some dust covering the plate, and here we go again. Stevenson readies herself. White on third. Bar Eyes ready. The pitch, and it's fouled off again. So guess what? We get to do it again.
Line them up.
See if Western can take advantage of another runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Bar Eyes watches that one bounce into the mid of the catcher. Really, ball doesn't have to scoot too far away from the catcher for White to score. She does not lack any speed. Probably the fastest girl on the team. Her and Allison Woods are probably Alyssa are all
I would say they're
close
all
up there.
Yeah, pretty close.
There's a ball. And speaking of it, White's going to race home from third. She didn't have to dive. She wanted to dive. Western leads 6-3 here. That's a 5 spot here. Crooked numbers are fun when they're in your favor.
Western's going to lead 6-3.
Burns has worked this count full. She was down 1-2, fouled off 2 pitches, and she's watched two balls go by now. See if she can get on. If she gets on, maybe a quick little steal a second, and you're looking at that same situation again. She's going to take strike 3.
Ooh.
Maybe a little inside.
That's okay.
But we go to the bottom of the third. Western responds to West Hancock's crooked number with one of their own. They lead 6-3 on the backs of a couple base hits and a couple wild pitches.
Central State Bank is a proud supporter of Western Wildcat Athletics. With locations in Kinderhook, Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Quincy, and Clayton, Central State Bank is central to your banking needs. Stop in or visit us online at csb123.com. Go Wildcats! Keep your car or light truck running at its best. Head for Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy. Nomad Services Incorporated is a full-service automotive repair shop specializing in automotive and light truck repair and service. Whether it's that check engine light, an electrical problem, steering, suspension, or climate control, give them a call today at 217-430-6170 or visit Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy.
Welcome back. Bottom of the third. Western leads 6-3. A big top of the third is to credit. That brings in Clymer. I'm having no problem remembering Clymer. She's the only lefty batter on the team. First pitch in there from White, and I don't know if we were ready to play yet. I don't think we were ready to play
I don't
yet.
think we were ready.
Are we going to do that again? Maybe? I think it's 0-0 still. It might work out to the benefit of White, who was low with the first pitch. Don't really know what the holdup was there. I think maybe a conversation between the first base coach and the umpire. White back with another one. And another swing and miss from Clymer. As we mentioned earlier, White's a tough pitcher to hit when she's on. But she can get a little wild at times, and she'd be the first to admit it. And there's a swing and strike 3. Quick little dispatch of Clymer. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out.
It'll be pitcher Lauren Stevenson up to bat.
Is this our 3-hitter? Or are we farther down the line?
Nope, this is our 3-hitter. Lauren struck out last time up.
Four pitches, 4 strikes from Lauren. She's looking for the immaculate. I shouldn't have said anything. I had said it too early, but Lauren's looking for the immaculate inning. 9 pitches, 9 strikes. Let's see. Still alive. 5 for 5. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have waited.
Actually, 10 pitches, because that first one.
Did that count? that might change the game for Western.
It could have changed the whole game.
6 for 6. I don't know if I've seen an immaculate inning, and I'm sure it happens a lot, obviously, but I don't know the last time I saw one. 2 away here, very quick. And you see an inning like Western just had so often that the pitcher sits there for so long they come out and they struggle to throw strikes. White's having no problem with that. And the dream's dead. She throws that one off the backstop, and that's going to be ball 1 to the 5th place hitter, Bailey Montgomery. I'm just looking over your shoulder. Has that been like that all game and I just haven't realized?
Always.
Well,
Yes.
That's unfortunate. Is there any way you could keep that up while they're in the field? Give me a little, that thing you showed for us.
Wouldn't it be great if I could pop that up on the
Oh my
iPad?
gosh.
See,
if I just had it on my
it's
phone.
on the iPad for us.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Yeah.
That's ball 2 from White. 2-0 count. 2 away. Fouled over the short little backstop. I kind of didn't realize how small that is. Of course, the one in Barry kind of seems gigantic because they're playing in more of a pit.
Yeah, for sure. That one's going to be swung on and missed. Strike 2. I got a 2-2 count. Does that sound right to you?
That is correct. I don't know if West Hancock's put a ball in play yet, have they?
I don't know.
I don't think they have.
No, I don't have them for a hit, and I definitely don't remember anyone in the infield making a play.
Ball 3. We're full with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. That pitch misses up, and a 2-out base runner for West Hancock. That brings in another Montgomery. That's going to be Cammie Montgomery up to bat. She'll take that pitch for a strike. And I'm going to guess just based on the way Bailey Montgomery jumped off first there, she's probably pretty quick.
I think so.
But you don't see a ton of teams run on Rachel. We'll see if West Hancock wants to test that, put a runner in scoring position. They're not on that one. That's strike number 2. No 2 count. Cammie Montgomery's facing. White looks to have refound the strike zone. She leans back for the 0-2 pitch, winds, fires, and that pitch is just in there for strike 3. The way the base runner was moving, I was thinking they were going to call that low for ball 1. But regardless, Western responds with a quick little 1-2-3 of their own, and they will go into the 4th with a 6-3 lead.
Hi, I'm JR. This is Tiger Hawk. From phone to email to covering your IT department, Tiger Hawk is here to fulfill Quincy's IT needs. In a digitally evolving world, your IT and security must be top of mind. Tiger Hawk is here to prioritize and manage these spaces for you. But don't take my word for it.
Tiger Hawk Technologies to me means our IT is taken care of and we have peace of mind sleeping at night. The one thing I love about Tiger Hawk is I can get a hold of somebody 24/7, 365 and get our problem solved immediately.
Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? Megan Wilson, your local agent with Hometown Real Estate and Pioneer Land Sales, can help. Call her today at 217-257-9401.
Here we go, top of the 4th, Patterson into bat. She struck out in her first plate appearance of her high school career. She will look to right some wrongs here. Takes that one up for ball 1. 6-3, Western leads. Feels good to have this type of weather for softball in March. I was fully expecting some 28 degrees, sweaters, winter coats.
We definitely froze last year a couple times. Remember the Beardstown
I
game?
get back to Beardstown.
That was the one.
And I don't know if Zach Rucker's listening, but I still owe him a big thanks. And Mace Colgrove for lending me gloves and a coat and everything else, because I would have froze to death.
Yeah. And you're out here in shorts.
It feels great. Letting the thighs tan a little bit. Patterson fouls that off to a 2-1 count. I had some people making fun of the lack of tanness on my legs the other day, so I'm trying to. I don't know if the UV percentage is very good, but we're trying. I would guess
Alyssa
no.
could probably tell you what the UV is.
Yeah,
She's all about that.
that was great the day that she told me, text my dad and say that we're not doing anything in class, so I can go home.
Patterson's going to swing on that one. It'll be strike 2, 2-2.
Just getting a signal in from Coach Motley, who we really haven't talked about yet. But, of course, 2 new coaches for Western this year, and Rachel Motley, the head coach, and Patterson's going to swing away at strike 3, a little below the zone. And then assistant coach Sean Reneker at first base
Yeah.
in those clean white pinstriped uniforms.
Some new faces here for the varsity.
One
Of
thing
course,
about
they were together in junior high this
Yep.
past fall.
some good experience coaching together there.
Flip rolls. Got to bring up Woods.
She's way ahead of that one.
Got her with a changeup.
Next thing we're going to add is a radar gun back behind home plate.
I actually have one in the car with me.
That'd be great for Kyler to stand back there and do.
Then he's got to relay the information to us. That's going to be hit up through the middle. Allison will come up standing at first.
She's having a nice little day so far.
Yes, she is.
Is that her second knock of the day? Or is that her third?
That is her second hit. She grounded out to first base her second time up. Got a triple her first time up.
Brings back in McQuay. She has an RBI, a run scored, and a double.
And the umpire is going to stand right in the way.
You want me to yell at him for you?
Yeah.
Hey,
Let him
Blue!
know. Let him know he's in the way. First one in there to Brindley.
Looked like it could have been a little low and away, but
Stevenson's pitch count just crossed the 70 mark. You didn't even know we had that, did you?
no, I was a little surprised when I heard that.
Brindley's going to hit one to right field. That's going to be a one-hopper to the fence. Allison on her way around. She's going to come up to third. I'm sure they'll hold her there as Allison was waiting to see.
Yeah, that's one of those where you got Rachel coming up. You can't possibly.
And nobody covering home, of course, like you say, with Rachel coming up.
One of those you don't. Maybe if that's your bottom of the lineup coming up, you do. But one out, your best hitter coming up, you've got to take that chance. That's McQuay's second hit of the evening, her second double, for that matter of fact. She's having a nice first game of the season. See if Western takes advantage of some runners in scoring position here. The girl you'd want up to do it. She looks at strike 1 in there. Belt high. It's one of my favorite sayings in sports, belt high. There's another term that me and my friends like to use, but it's not camera appropriate.
McMullen's going to let that one go. It'll be a 1-1 count on her.
1-1. Woods on third, McQuay on second. McMullen in the box. She hits that. A one-hopper to short. Short's going to make the correct read there. And that's going to get away. We'll see if McQuay gets up and tries to go. No, probably a good decision from Coach Motley.
Yeah, going to hold her there.
But on that, fielder's choice, the run will score. But one of my least favorite rules of this sport, that's not an RBI. Did you know that?
Yeah, not on the fielder's choice.
Dang it, I thought I was going to get you on that one. Thought I might be able to one-up you.
You think that's true?
I actually didn't learn that till last year. That's why I
Yeah.
didn't really realize that.
Makes it 7-3 Western. Top of the fourth here. 2 outs. Brooklyn Stolte up to bat.
Up and away. I would watch for a wild pitch here for McQuay to score. Seems like both teams have struggled with wild pitches with runners on third. Stolte ready for the pitch. She's going to hit one back up the middle, an RBI single for Brooklyn. McQuay scores. Brooklyn's going to round first. And Western just keeps the line moving. They've had no problem making contact today. And we talked early in the game, a lot of it was weak contact. Here lately, they've really started to barrel the ball.
Yeah, they're doing really, really good right now. I think they're probably pretty impressed with themselves. Of course, they have been practicing 2.5 hours a day
Every
for the
day,
last 2
man.
weeks, and I know you've heard them talking about that.
Whether good nor bad,
That's
or good or
right.
bad, we will not say. Dixon watches that one inside. Throw down. Stolte's just back. I think that ball might have been caught cleanly and in the tag position. Might have been out, but she swims around it.
You know, there's a lot to be said about being able to put the ball in play. And that's really what we're seeing the difference is right now. Wes Hancock scored those 3 runs on wild pitches.
Especially at the high school level, you put the ball in play, and you make people that don't play the sport year-round make plays.
Make plays.
And, of course, like you said, Western really hasn't been put in that position yet to make plays. White's making plays.
Yeah.
Dixon takes that one. 4-ball dose. I bet you all did not realize this was a multi-lingual
broadcast. What else do you have for us, Reese?
That will, I can get up to about 10 and then don't expect anything else. Dixon grounds that one foul to the left of third. That'll make the count 2-2. Reneker on deck. She would love an opportunity here. Dixon gets under that one, pops it. And Clymer's going to have room up against the first base fence. Western adds to their 6-3 lead to make it 8-3 on a McMullen fielder's choice and a Stolte single up the middle.
Barry Dental Care is the answer to all your dental needs. From fillings to root canals or denture work, they have you taken care of. They also offer orthodontic work. Give them a call today at 217-335-2397 to schedule your appointment. Are you in the market for a new home but can't find what you want? A&D Builders has been designing and building custom homes since 2004. They are also your local installer for in-ground pools. Give them a call today at 217-440-5930 for all your building needs.
Here we go, bottom 4. We are halfway home from Hamilton. White fires ball 1 in below the knees of Aubrey Carl.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Carl or Carly. I don't remember from volleyball, but that's probably one of those.
I think we had that same conundrum in volleyball.
Yeah, I feel like we've definitely called all these girls before.
That's a little bit of the advantage we have. Starting to recognize names.
Yeah, it's very nice also being able to just deal with the same athletic directors, for all these different sports. Very helpful.
It'd be nice if that could change if we make a deep playoff run.
Yeah.
Ball 2 up to Carl. One thing that signifies the changing of times, not many sunflower seeds being chewed away on. That's the first one they put in play. It's going to come down to the mid of White.
Yeah, White's done it all. Why not?
She's having a grandiose time, except for the second inning. Use some grandiose.
There you go. How to bring up Abby Stanley, number 16. She'll take a strike 1. Stanley drew a walk her first time up. And she's looking at an 0-2 count as she swings and misses on that one.
There's strike 3. White sets another one down.
Lauren's getting ready to throw her 70th pitch here of the game in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Brings Kaya Figgy up to bat. It's a good last name. I think I remember that name from volleyball.
I believe
said
so.
Fig Newton.
I believe so.
That's ball 1 from White. On her 70th pitch of the evening. I'm taking credit for knowing how many pitches she has. Next one in there. Figgy chops away at it for strike 1. One count. White back, throws it in there. It's going to be ball 2, high. And this is a question that I've always wanted to ask. What is the strike zone for softball? Is it if the ball, does the whole ball have to be in the strike? Because I've always wondered.
I think it gets a little tighter as they get older, but when junior high, it's kind of
3-1 here.
kind of river to river, you know, between the plate and the box.
I've always
plate
wondered
and
that because in
box.
college softball, we watch it. I'm like, that ball definitely touched some of the plate, and then they don't call it a strike. So I don't know, and I've never looked it up.
It seems like it can be very small at times. That one there's going to be low ball 4, and Figgy will end up at first base on the walk.
Second straight inning, White's had a chance to go 1, 2, 3 and has walked the third batter. How many walks has she given up? Do we have that on here?
Yeah, we have that on there. 5.
5 walks, 9 strikeouts. Well, I'll tell you, West Hancock's either walked first or they've walked back to the dugout, other than that little flare out. It's fouled off. Oh, 1 count here to Sherburne.
It is beautiful out here. That wind has kind of laid a little bit.
Phenomenal.
Sun's
Might go
come
take a
out.
dip in the Mississippi after we finish.
No, you're not.
2-1 count now. This
Not
is
on
high.
purpose, anyway.
If you
So-
go straight across the river, you end up in Keokuk, right? Is that how that works?
Probably. Sounds great. I think if you
I don't.
if you head toward the river, you hit Warsaw.
Yeah. Doesn't Hamilton have a riverfront? That's ball 3. McMullen throws down, runners back in there easily.
I have no idea.
If you know if Hamilton
Rod
is on
will
the
know.
riverfront, let us know.
Roger will know. Yeah, you're right. It is.
I
Well,
like
it's
to
close.
think I'm a geography buff.
Yeah. So is Warsaw. And yes, Keokuk is across the way.
Strike from White. If you need any geography tips, hopefully you still have our numbers saved from volleyball.
Ask Google Maps. I got her for a 1-2 count. What do you have?
Yeah, sure.
You
I
have
know
no
there's 2
idea.
strikes.
That's close enough.
I know that's strike 3. Faggy. Western leads 8-3 here after 4 innings. West Hancock still hitless. They have only put the ball in play 1 time, and that was a little flare out to White. We go to the top of the
Lister Auction Service does estate, consignment, and real estate auctions. Contact Bob or Megan today for all your auction needs.
top 5. Sophie leading the inning off. She spent a lot of time on base today.
Yes, she has. She's got a single and a triple.
Now she's got a
And that one's gonna
fly
be-
to left.
Yeah.
You know how cool that would have been if I could have said, and now she's got a home run to left.
Yeah, she's only missing a double.
Got under that one, though. You could tell off the bat. She just missed it. Sophie's a heck of a softball player, though.
Yes, she is. Now to bring up Lauren White.
She made a trip to the wall earlier, too. Ended up on third. She's going to take a hack and miss at that one. She was trying to go right back off the wall. now White's going to
That's going to be hit to
one.
center field.
Nice play from the center fielder.
As she had room just in front of the camera.
It's a great job tracking it down. Camera had the best seat in the house.
Makes it 2 down. That'll bring up Alyssa.
Looking for her first hit of
she is 0 for 2.
game.
She's flown out to first base and struck out looking. She'll probably be reminded of that on the way home. She's going to show bunt. Pulls back, ball 1. And she takes a cut at that one. I think she's still not watching the ball all the way in.
I think you might be letting her know about that one tonight.
Yeah, that may happen.
We haven't been really checking chat too much, but that pop out to the catcher.
I'm
who
not
can't
sure we've
handle it.
checked the chat one time,
Unless it
nor
gets a
have
little
it
bit alive.
pulled
Well, I
up.
was just going to say I was checking it myself, and Ryan Motley said that Kim Motley's watching and says, "Good luck, girls." Nice to see as many people watching as possible. We love it. Of course, on the other tap stream that I believe is live or about to go live is the Meet Your Candidates night for the Western School Board.
Yeah. Tyler's down there. Has got that one covered. He's probably also tuning in as Paisley is on deck. That one will be a ball. And we got a full count. 3-2. At least that's what I've got for it. Those of you watching that would like to also watch the Meet the Candidate night, it'll be on our channel. The full recording will be available. And she's going to take ball 4 high, and that was awfully close.
Yeah, that's a tough. That's a big one to take there with 2 strikes, but it worked.
Yes. She's a small girl, and that'll bring up Patterson.
We'll see what might run here.
We'll see what Pays can do, as she is 0 for 2. Pretty good catcher back there behind the plate. And that one's going to be fouled down the right field line. It stays inside the park, but out of play.
Western leading 8-3 here in the top of the 5th. Western need 9 more outs to move to 1-0 in the infant stage of the season. You know what? The hospital stage. We're not even out of the hospital yet of this season. Patterson cuts at it.
Barnes takes off.
Second. A little half slide there.
That'll be our first stolen base of the season. Correct?
Correct.
We haven't seen one yet. Everybody else
She
just
got-
been hitting everybody in.
Yeah, it hasn't been a problem. Alyssa was kind of caught between a slide there and a waltz in, and
Had an ankle
worked out.
breaker. Runner in scoring position for Patterson, 2 outs. And she fouls that one. Good to see Pays making some contact, though.
Absolutely.
It's always a little nerve-wracking when you're a freshman and you step up there, unless you're Sophie Reneker, in which case you're not nervous about much because she is hitting phenomenal.
Stevenson back, throws it in. Patterson cuts away. She's going to strike out. Western will leave a runner at second, their 4th runner they've left on base today, and they will lead 8-3 heading to the bottom of the 5th.
This broadcast powered by Tiger Hawk Technologies, empowering your business with reliable IT solutions.
The Place offers Lotus drinks, hand-dipped ice creams, milkshakes, and much more. They are located on the corner of Mortimer and Decatur Street in Barrie. TA Productions would like to thank Bushmeyer Farms, Milky's Place, Western Collision Center, The Puppy Parlor, and Tacos Tequila for being sponsors of today's broadcast.
First pitch from White here in the bottom of the fifth gets away and goes to the backstop. McMullen chases after it. You're probably thinking, gosh, Lauren, I don't want to chase this with nobody on base.
Yeah, at least it's not a fast chase.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
you
fair.
can take your time. Jaden Houston up to bat here for the Titans.
I'm going to go ahead and turn my Meet the Candidate stream off. I don't know why I have it on because I can't hear anything. Everybody in just dress clothes for that, and then Brian Nation's in a full suit and tie.
Well, it's good to see.
1-1 count here. Second pitch there was fouled off. White fires in another one. That one's high, but is chased by Houston.
Kathy McVeigh commented, we appreciate her watching as she's back home.
It's fouled off down the third base line. I would say there's no better way to spend a Tuesday afternoon than watching Western softball on tap.
Especially if it was, 30 out or something, which we've been involved
And we'll
in
be
those.
there. We've
Yeah,
been there and we'll be there. Way off speed, but she's going to incorporate somebody else. Dixon makes a run and play, catches it. And Western's thinking, thanks, Lord, we finally got to do something.
Yeah.
All they've done really was do their little spinning dance that they like to do whenever we get an out. A nice little play from Emma, though.
Very
Sort
good.
of a running spear with her backhand, of course, in the air. That brings Clymer back in. She shows bunt, pulls it back, and we'll take ball one.
I was thinking last year that maybe she did a little slap hitting, and I don't remember some, slap button.
I could believe it with the way she.
That's what
the
she
posture
almost
she-
looked like right there, and she'll try to lay down a bunt.
It's fair ball. Westfall can't come up with it, and that's going to be the first hit of the evening for the Lady Titans. Clymer's on first, and I would say you're almost right with that because that looked sort of.
Because even
like a
there,
little-
she kind of poked at it. I'll bring up the pitcher, Lauren Stevenson. Coach Reneker's going to back him up just a little bit here in the outfield. Runner on first. 1 out.
First bit of traffic West Hancock's had with less than 2 outs here in quite a while. Strike one in there from White. 0-1 count on Stevenson. White readies herself again. Fires the next one in. Stevenson chases. That could have been dangerous there potentially for Clymer there at first. She kind of slipped on that secondary lead, and I think if McMullen was planning to throw down, she might have been out. But we'll never know. One of Earth's great unanswered questions.
That's right.
Strike three, throw down. That's going to be off. I think it might have been online, but maybe a late coverage.
Reneker comes up with it. That's going to get away from Westfall down there at third, and Houston all the way around to score.
That's one of those that if Western wants to reach their potential this year, those just can't happen. I mean, that's just a simple throw down to second. I don't know if it was from our angle, we can't tell if that was an offline throw or it was late coverage, but the throw comes into third and goes to the wall, and all of a sudden it's 8-4.
All that on a strikeout, I believe, wasn't it?
You are correct. And Houston can move. Or, sorry, not Houston. Clymer can move. Takes ball one. Stevenson is not up to bat anymore. We just haven't switched that over yet. There is a ball up at the letters.
What do you got for a count here, Reese? Is it 1-1?
1-1.
Okay.
Who is up to bat? It's not Stevenson.
It's not Stevenson. Let me work on that.
Way out in front to Westfall. She makes a lunging play at it for the catch to end the inning. West Hancock gets one back to make it 8-4 here. Western will head to the top of the sixth inning with
Top of the lineup.
Top of the lineup. coming
Woods,
back
McQuay,
out.
McMullen.
That's
Right
a
after
long
this.
half inning, so I kind of forgot.
I'm Chris Nichols, Managing Broker and Owner at Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time home buyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can review your game plan. Call 217-222-7173 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Top of the sixth, Allison Woods in the batter's box for Western. She's got 2 hits on the evening. She fouls that one off over Chris Dewar down the third baseline.
Chris didn't even flinch.
He's a pretty trained professional, I would say, by now at that. He's been at it for 20-something years.
He's been at it for a long time.
Best in the business, though.
Allison with a single and a triple so far on the day.
Gonna watch that one. One hop into the glove of Montgomery. Don't ask me which one, but I know it's a Montgomery back there.
Rachel's grandparents, David and Trista, watching from Arizona.
I was
bet
gonna say,
the
I knew
weather's
they were.
fantastic down there. I've been watching them be down there too.
Well, David, Trista, guess what? We've got 77 and pretty out.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say beautiful, but pretty.
My car hit 80 on the, it said 80 degrees out.
Yeah,
it
mine
also
too,
probably
mine
hit
too.
80 on the odometer, but on the speedometer, I guess. But
That's not here nor
yeah,
there.
we're not keeping track.
Is that a 1-2 count on White or on Woods?
Yeah. 8-4 ball game.
Love to see Western get a little more insurance.
This is the time. Top of the lineup. Woods, McQuay, McMullen.
That is away for ball 2. Two count. Stevenson fires that one in there. Woods fouls it off the backstop. Montgomery makes the slow chase forward again. I mean, that takes a wear on the. I've never caught more than an inning in my life, but that's got to take a wear on your knees.
It's got to wear you down for sure. Especially some of these fields we go to have a pretty good sized backstop.
Count me out on that. It's gonna bounce into the catcher's glove again. Woods works the count full. (3-2), top 6, 8-4. Now you guys guess what those mean, and we're gonna do it again. We should try to start getting special guests on for kind of the slow moments. Of the
Yeah, like Chris Dewar. Get him on
Chris
out
Dewar,
here.
that great idea. We'll put Roger on the camera about there.
Allison's going to foul that one off. She'll stay alive.
Woods fights that one off. That's got a nice little chuckle out of him.
Yeah, you did.
That'd be a 10 o'clock news I tune in for.
Rod standing on that bench down there.
Let's do it for the third time. 3-2. Stevenson's going to win the battle. She strikes out Woods. That'll bring in McQuay, who is 2 for 2 with a sac fly and a pair of doubles.
Good job knowing that. You just make that up.
Sometimes I make it up. Nobody
Makes
ever
sense.
chats us and tells me I'm wrong, so I just keep doing it.
Well, that's true.
That's strike one in there on the inside of the plate. There's our win back. Starts blowing out right as Western gets to the heart of their lineup, though. That's going to be a ball. So let me ask you this one. So if like the 3, 4, 5's the heart of the lineup, what's like the 1, 2? Is that the brain? Is that the lungs? Throat? What is the 1, 2?
Well, that was a poke. That's going to be off the fence. A one hopper for McQuay. She'll head into second, standing up double.
Out of work, her third double of the day. She 3 doubles, a sack fly. That's not a bad start.
I'm going to say that 1, 2 is the legs of the lineup. You got to have speed at the top.
Well, then you're working your way backwards because I was gonna say like 9 and I'm gonna say like 8, 9 are the legs. I'm gonna say like 6, 7 are like the waist, the stomach, and then your 1, 2 are your brain. I don't know. Just
I'm going to let Sophie know that you called her the waist.
make my life miserable tomorrow.
Yes. McMullen up to bat. She'll take ball 1 high.
8-4 Western lead here with 1 out in the top of the 6th. McMullen would love to add to it. But I got a feeling she just might.
As long as she doesn't hit the car. That one will be fouled back out of play.
I think she's going to hit somebody in Western's crowd potentially. So make that a 1-1 count.
It does.
Just past 7 o'clock on the East Coast because I know we got a lot of East Coast viewers here. McMullen takes that one in at the knees. Maybe I should have said just past 4 o'clock for David
and Trista. Yeah. It's not even supper time out there.
I don't mean to tell you I told you so, but I told you so.
And that one there for McMullen hit down the third base line. Stays foul or fair. Foul.
Say, that's a revelation
As
to me.
as I got ready to say that, Brinley hopped over the ball down there at home, and it threw me off. That's going to put McMullen on second.
I was going to say, that's going to be a revelation because that ball was nowhere near the foul line. 9-4, and I don't mean to say I told you so, but I told you so. McMullen does not miss many of those opportunities.
McMullen has her first hit of the year.
Good time for it. Pitch is low to Stolte. As Luke Bryan once said, McMullen kicks the dust up and then returns to second. Come on, that's an all-time liner right
Yeah,
there.
it is.
That's I hope all 31 of you guys really enjoyed that. Tell everybody you know about that. That's a ball for Stolte. I think it's 2-0.
I believe you're right.
See if Brooklyn can trade places with Rachel, and she's going to do just that.
It'll be out to center field. That'll one hop. Stolte on her way to second. And the wounded deer makes it. As we're going to continue to make sure that she hears that.
I wish you could have seen it. I have a couple people that could back. I'm sure you could ask Coach Motley and Coach Rennicker. They probably thought the same.
That'll bring up Emma Dixon.
10-4s. The Suns closing in on set.
As the sun sets, it's going to get a little chillier, I think.
And I don't have any long pants on. So.
One out, Dixon up to bat. Ball 1 to her.
She fouls that one off.
This is still pretty nice for mid-March.
I couldn't ask for anything better.
My wife even had me pack her a stocking cap just in case. Probably not going to be needed.
Oh, no, you're in trouble.
I am?
Yeah.
That
You
ain't
made a
good.
spelling error.
On?
Brooklyn.
Oh, boy.
Of all the people you could have made the error on, that's
Got to deal with her mom.
1-0, 2 ends. Come on.
I have 1-0. I just didn't have 2 ends.
Well, Sarah, Kendra, he sends sends the deepest condolences. And
Yes.
now I'm in trouble because I just called Kendra Sarah. So we're both in trouble.
So it works out.
Dixon flares that one to second. Second baseman's going to make a play on that, and Stolte will return to second.
Two down. Stolte on second, and that'll bring up Sophie Reneker.
Sophie's had a pretty productive day.
Sophie is 2 for 3 by my calculation over here with a single and a triple.
After this pitch, I'll tell you a fun fact about Sophie.
And that one's going to be fouled off to the shortstop.
Fouled off to the shortstop.
Not fouled off.
Well, that means I'm running out of time to tell
the
it.
shortstop.
Fun fact about Sophie, she hates anybody with the name Sophia. So there you go. That's your thought to take to the bottom of the 6th.
Great Rivers Bank offers a totally free checking account without a monthly minimum balance and no service fees. Share the joy of free checking with friends and family, and when they open a new account, you both earn free gifts. You can refer your friends and family now at refergreatriversbank.com. Our current gift is an Everest Journey backpack. Great Rivers Bank will buy back unused checks and debit cards, up to $10 from previous accounts. For more information, visit our website at www.greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whether you need just one load of rock for your driveway or many more for your farm or business, Lumley Trucking is the answer for all your rock hauling needs. Give Mark at Lumley Trucking a call at 217-473-4006.
Western leading 10-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. The Lady Wildcats have 13 hits to account for those 10 runs. They have 1 error, and they've left 5 on base. West Hancock has 4 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and they've only left 3 on base. White really hasn't given them many opportunities outside the second when she was struggling to find her command, but ever since then, it's just about been nails.
Yeah, she's settled back in very nicely. And that's a 1-1 count, right?
1-1? Yeah. I was hoping you knew that.
I know that one was a ball. I don't remember what the first pitch was. You were talking and I was listening.
I have that effect on people. Now, if I could get a bunch of 14 to 18-year-olds to do that,
Good luck.
That would be much better in my life.
Yeah. 2-1. How about a 2-1 count?
You say it, I go with it. Pitch is upstairs, 3-1. Wonder if we're going to see the lights flick on here, maybe.
Might happen. As that sun sets, it's going to start getting a little darker, a little cooler.
It's a pop-up, and White's going to take care of that one, too.
Yeah. She's not letting anybody else really help today.
Nope, not at all. I think Emma's had that one play, and then Briley had that dive attempt and then the pop-out foul territory. But other than that, it's been all White.
That'll bring up Aubrey Carley.
Well, no, you're calling her Carly. I called her Carl.
Well, I'm not sure what it is.
Next time they're out in the field, I'll yell out to the right fielder.
Yeah, I bet you will. That one's going to be in there, ball 1, just outside.
That pitch is ball 2. 2-0 count.
White crosses the 100-pitch mark.
I hope she doesn't cross the 200 pitch mark today.
That's not going to happen.
Ball's fouled off. 2-1. And I don't know how it ended up with. Until I looked away for a second. All of a sudden, Emma had the ball.
Yeah, throwback off the glove of White there. I think she was just trying to keep the infield alive, as they haven't got a lot of action here.
That's fouled into the catcher's mitt. Unfortunately, that's only strike 2. If that was the case, it would have been, hey, who? Strike 3. You're out. Ball upstairs. I think that'll make us full.
It will. I forget how slow softball and baseball is. You know, it's just so much more relaxing.
Yeah, it really is. That's going to be strike 3 in there on the corner for Aubrey. Carly White sets down another, courtesy of a backwards K.
And we'll take a second look at that on the Bushmeyer Farms instant replay. Strikeout by Lauren White.
You know, I'm really thinking like they do for MLB games, we're going to start bringing like the K stickers out here. And we're just going to hang them up on the fence as Lauren goes. That's a swing and strike 1 on Abby Stanley. The rate I'm giving us all these jobs, we're going to need about a 15-man team.
Yeah, we need a team. I don't know if you.
Well, I know we used to have a third team member that wasn't named Tyler, but I don't think that's even a thing anymore. Is it?
I don't think. I think he's like an early season basketball, show up at halftime kind of guy, and that's about all you get out of him.
It's a foul ball for strike 2, and then a ball for a 1-2 count. He had the audacity to ask me today to take him to Pittsfield rather than to come up here and watch this game.
That was nice.
And look where I am. Never doubt my loyalty. It's low again. A 2-2 count. I already said that, Blue.
Mm-hmm. He's a little late.
Yep. I'm ahead of him. I'm ahead of most. Fouled off the little backstop. I'll tell you who I bet's bored is Allison Woods out and right. She really hasn't had anything to do.
Yeah, there hasn't even been.
She's done that twirl dance a couple times, but
there hasn't even been like a throw to first base that she can back up.
Nope.
There's been nothing.
Just hanging out. That's upstairs. We're going to go full again.
One lone hit by the Titans today.
And that was a play that 50-50 Westfall might make 50% of the time. Just didn't get it that time.
Yeah, made a good dive at it. And that one's going to get away from McMullen. It'll be ball 4, and Stanley.
Lauren loses her. She had her down 0-2, but she'll end up at first. Kaya Figge back to the plate. Kaya Figge, the leadoff hitter? I think she might be.
She is the 8th hitter.
8th hitter. Never mind.
That was close. I mean, you're in the right half.
Well, no, because I was in the legs.
Well, that's true.
I need to get to the brains.
Yeah. And we've got a timeout. I think we're going to see a pinch runner here.
I think Western's called a single.
And as far as we're sitting away, we are not going to read the jersey on that young lady's name.
Speak for yourself. I have the eyesight of a young vulture.
I thought about bringing you some binoculars.
I would have appreciated it. I got a ponytail covering it too, I think.
Oh, Sarah must be bored sitting at home. First pitch swung on. And Raj says that's number 7. Look at the eyesight on that guy.
He could be our spotter. Pitch is upstairs. Hopefully White's not running out of gas here in the 6th.
That is McMillan that came in to pinch run there at first.
So you're telling me there's a chance McMillan could throw out McMillan?
There is a chance. What was that pitch? Was that
It was a ball.
So was that one. Makes it a 2-1 count.
That one's a low. Nice
pick from Rachel. McMillan's not going anywhere as long as she's back there.
That was just one. I don't even know how she saw that, if she did. That might have just been instinct. So that's strike 1 or strike 2.
That is strike 2. Should be a full count.
I was almost thinking the way she looked like she was taking all the way that was.
Rod was ready to ring her up over here.
Lawrence says, I'll come back and win that battle. We head to our final, what's hopefully our final frame here. Western leading 10-4 on the back of 13 hits. West Hancock still only 1 hit on the evening. Western's committed 1 error. And we will head to the top of the 7th.
This broadcast powered by Tiger Hawk Technologies, empowering your business with reliable IT solutions.
Drake's Steak and Ale in Hannibal is the ultimate destination for steak lovers, serving the best tender, juicy fillets and hearty, savory ribeyes. Our talented chefs will prepare each entree to your liking. We offer an extensive menu and a full-service bar for your enjoyment. We also offer catering service for corporate events, weddings, or intimate gatherings. Come dine with us. Our hours are Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 8, Friday, 11 to 9, and Saturday, 2 to 9.
White leading off the inning. She's had a productive day at the plate, and she's going to watch a high pitch for ball one. The lights are now on here.
Yeah,
White's got a green tint to them.
White's got herself a triple. And how about that one?
She's going to give herself I'm going to say a double.
A two-hopper to the fence. She's on her way to second. And she's digging for three. Shortstop comes up with it.
Western doesn't lack team speed.
How about a good throw down there from the shortstop? Made that a very good play.
Nice relay. Second triple. Is that Western's fifth or sixth triple of the night?
Yeah, I don't know. Am I supposed to keep track of that too?
Yep, that was all you.
That was a
I think,
Tyler
as you know, I sit back here. If you guys could see us right now, I'm reclined in my chair up against the back of the car. Anthony's controlling the commercials, the stats, everything. You guys are just hearing my beautiful groggy voice.
I've got down 4 triples.
I think you're wrong. I think it's 5. But I respect your opinion. That's something that people don't say enough. So we're going to say 4.
I may be wrong. It's hard to actually look at them.
Well, I don't think it might be on here too. No, you're right. 4.
Is there 4?
Lauren's got 2. Allie's got 1, and Sophie's got 1.
Bar Eyes up to bat.
And let me correct you when you said that was our first stolen base of the season. Alyssa's stolen base. Sophie actually had 1. I don't remember it, but.
And Alyssa lays a foul bunt down, digs on down to first. She's sitting there with an 0-2 count.
Say there's an 0-2 count. Is that
0-2
correct?
count.
This would be the perfect screen if we just had the count.
Yeah.
Somewhere on
And
there.
we usually do, so I'm not sure. That one will be ball 1.
Throw down. Almost gets, I think it deflected off White, actually.
If you can't beat her, hurt her. And she's beating them on both sides.
1-2 pitch. All right. Fouls that one back. Backstop's been busy. 1-2. Alyssa's fouled off quite a few pitches today.
Yeah, just hasn't put one in play. She's got a walk, a strikeout. Oh, I guess she did hit one of the first basemen.
You're correct.
And that would have been in play. And she takes strike 3 looking. And boy, that's her second time of the night. That'll bring up Paisley.
Let's not leave White stranded at third. Every run could be important here. Be nice to see Patterson kind of put one in play somewhere. Give her a little bit of confidence. She's going to take strike 1 there. Kind of looks like she's second guessing herself right now. She wanted to go and then held up. She's going to cut loose at that one and not make contact. Makes the count 0-2 on Paisley. White at third. She, of course, hit a first pitch, right? First pitch triple.
I believe so. And Pay's going to hit one deep to left. That's going to be caught.
Deep enough.
Lauren will tag up and score. How about an RBI for Paisley?
See, that's phenomenal. That's the second time Western's done that. Lead off triple for an inning, and then sac fly to score the runner. I mean, you're going to be a good ball club. You got to be able to do that. And they've been a pretty clean game, all things considered, for Western today. Outside of that throwing situation, whoever's fault it was in the.
Well, you know,
fifth.
Not to make any excuses for him, but when you haven't touched the ball all day,
sure,
it gets exciting.
It gets a little.
That'll bring up Allison Woods.
Western flips back to the top of the lineup. She swings at that one. Low.
Allie's put the ball in play today. She's got a triple and a single.
Western is out hitting West Hancock 14-1 so far. It's a winning recipe. She watches that one low and away for ball one. Stevenson again. White corks that one, but couldn't have hit it any more directly to the left fielder, who was ready and waiting to retire the Wildcats. The Wildcats add another one to make it 11-4. We will head to the bottom of the seventh. Western 3 outs away from their first win of the season.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan. Oh, come on, ref! That's simple human sense.
Give Devin at Goalie and Heckler Insurance a call today at 217-335-2817. Let us stand between you and loss. Liberty Tax Service of Quincy, Hannibal, Pittsfield, and Macomb are proud supporters of TA Productions. Give them a call today at 217-224-2300 or stop by any of their locations.
All right, we are back. Bottom seven, Western with an 11-4 lead, looking to put the Titans away. Of course, Western and West Hancock will meet up later this year. I think right towards the end of the season, maybe the second or third to last game. Luckily, they'll be coming to us this time. We aren't making a return trip for round two.
We've got a few decent trips to make again this year, I think.
Yeah, there's no Beardstown, so that's
no
a
Beardstown.
win. Pitch is swung and missed, and White evens the count up at 1.
That is Emily Brewer up to bat.
She swings at that pitch. White in full control at a 1-2 advantage. White, pitch, high, 2-2. It's the little things, but man, does Rachel fire that ball quick and fast.
Yeah.
Sophie's playing pretty shallow here in center. Pitch is low, and the count is full. This is what you wouldn't want to see here. 7-run lead, walk the first batter. Come out, set the tone in the bottom of the inning, and kill any hope of life they might have. Here we go. We're full. Brewer to bat. White, wind up, pitch, strike 3. Just how you wanted to start the inning.
Great pitch. Sorry.
My fault.
That'll bring up
White's 14th strikeout of the night.
That's pretty good. That'll bring up Jaden Houston, top of the lineup for her.
And that's one of those things too, where if that runner gets on, top of the lineup comes up, then you're just, is it still unlikely? Yes, but you're toying with it. You're asking for something.
Yeah, makes it tough.
Houston's going to watch strike 1 in at the knees. And again, I understand the strike zone because that pitch has been a ball at times today, and it's also been a strike.
It has been.
Not one of these that you can really complain about. The umpire, though, I don't think there's been anything to really complain
I've never
about.
seen you complain about officials.
No, they're great. They're all phenomenal at their job.
There are times I say you should complain more.
I've heard otherwise.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
2-1 here. 1-1. I don't remember, actually.
It is 1-2
1-2.
to Houston.
White is at 128 pitches. This will be her 129th of the night. And it's going to be for a third strike. And she will sit down her 15th batter via a K. And a lot of them have been swinging. I don't think she sat down many looking, but West Hancock swung a lot, and they haven't had much of a success rate.
It'll bring up Clymer. She's the lone hit for the Titans.
Yep, probably the right call there. Low.
And it was on a kind of a bunt, slap
Yeah,
bunt.
there still has not been a ball leave the infield except for our errant advancement to second and third and then home. 1-1. Western 2 strikes away from starting the season on the right foot. White. Pitch. And hits her. Clymer's going to wear that one off. I think that was off speed, so I don't think that one hurt all too much. But again, you put Clymer speed on base, and I don't know if you run here down 7 runs, but I wouldn't be surprised if Western just allows her to run. One of those situations where it goes as a catcher's indifference.
Yep, I agree with you.
I don't know if they keep those in high school, but that's a strike. 0-1 count. Stevenson up to bat. She has, of course, towed the rubber for the Titans today.
Got to work on our camera placement because when the umpire slides over with a runner on first, he is right in the way.
Again, I just think we tell him to politely move, or we give him a shot collar. Every time he gets in the way, we just buzz.
We should go out there and paint an area. Be like, do not stand.
Cannot stand here. And he says, well, you cannot watch the game. Get out of my field. So a little flare to Dixon. She's going to catch it, put it away. Western is going to win this one 11-4 on the back of 14 hits. White does a phenomenal job in the circle, striking out 15 and only allowing 4 runs, 3 of which were earned.
Hi, I'm JR. This is Tiger Hawk. From phone to email to covering your IT department, Tiger Hawk is here to fulfill Quincy's IT needs. In a digitally evolving world, your IT and security must be top of mind. Tiger Hawk is here to prioritize and manage these spaces for you. But don't take my word for it.
Tiger Hawk Technologies to me means our IT is taken care of and we have peace of mind sleeping at night. The one thing I love about Tiger Hawk is I can get a hold of somebody 24/7, 365 and get our problem solved immediately.
Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? Megan Wilson, your local agent with Hometown Real Estate and Pioneer Land Sales, can help. Call her today at 217-257-9401.
All right, back with you here. A little final stats. See what Reese can come up with.
Well, Western had 4 triples on the day, 2 from Lauren White, and then 1 apiece from Allison Woods and Sophie Renneker. In terms of doubles, 3 of them from Brinley McQuay. I think 2 of them were off the wall. Brooklyn Stolte with 1, and then Rachel McMullen with 1 as well. A lot of time spent on the bases for McQuay, White, and Stolte with 6, 6, and 5 apiece. A sac fly out of McQuay and Patterson, and then a stolen base from Alyssa Barais and Sophie Renneker. Only 7 swinging strikeouts from Western compared to 8 RBIs. So it's always nice when you have more RBIs than you do strikeouts. But an all-around effort for Western on the rubber. Lauren White had 15 strikeouts. She did throw a lot of balls, throwing, I'm not good at math very quickly, but she threw 61 balls, 74 strikes. She walked 6 girls and gave up 3 earned runs. And, of course, the 4th run was unearned.
All right, Western's going to win 11-4. Time to name the Barry Dental Care player of the game.
Barry Dental Care is the answer to all your dental needs. From fillings to root canals or denture work, they have you taken care of. They also offer orthodontic work. Give them a call today at 217-335-2397 to schedule your appointment.
All right, Reese, who do you got?
Well, it's great when you have a problem like we're having right now.
Yeah, we had a tough decision. to
We
make.
don't know who to really choose, but I think in today's contest we're going to go ahead and give it to Brooklyn Stolte, who was 4 for 4 on the day with a double. She had 3 RBIs, and it felt like she was on base just about every inning. Of course, she wasn't involved at all on the defensive side because there was no throws to first base, so she had a pretty easy first day. But Brooklyn is our advanced dental care, Barry Dental Care dentist player of the game with a good start to her senior season and just a good start for Western overall to the 2025 campaign.
I would agree with you. The Wildcats will be back in action next Tuesday in Griggsville. And then after that, I think we're home on Fridays. That's
We are home
right
against Calhoun on Friday.
Yeah, and that'll be a good one. Of course, Gilman coming back up for Calhoun. She's heading to Creighton after this one to be a pitcher out there. So that'll be a fun matchup.
Yeah.
We'll be back with you next week. Thanks for watching right here on Tap.